afternoon, YouTubers. Big Boss here. Time for another fine gun review, and it is of the G&G AK 104. And this is my favorite AK that anybody makes, other than possibly that I've handled. My favorite AK that I've handled. It's not mine. It's my buddy Kalash's. Now, it's a 7.62 by 39 in real steel. You can tell by the magazine. This type of magazine, this is a Bulgarian polymer waffle mag, but the curve lets you know it's a 7.62 by 39. As opposed to the 5.45 is more straight. Now let me show you something. G&G makes an AK 103 and everyone goes, "Oh, it's a they got the wrong magazine." This is a UTG AK 74, and that's how the 103 looks. Go buy the magazine. If this would be an AK 103 in real steel, which would be a 7.62 by 39 with this magazine. And provided you had all the barrel components. Then it's an AK 74. And you'll say the same thing with the G&G. With this type of magazine, it becomes an AK 105. So get them right, people. Okay? Don't call an AK 74 an AK 74 if it's using this type of magazine. So buy the right magazines for your gun. So if you're going to buy like a classic Army AK 74, which is on the top right there, get AK 74 mags. Get it right, people. If you're Milsim players, get it right. This also helps distinguish in real steel, because all these the black AKs, the 100 series, all look the same to most people. But you go by the magazine. The AK 102 is a 5.56. The 103 is a 7.62. The 104, which is the one I'm doing my review on, is a 5.45, is a 7.62 by 39. The 105 is a 5.45. Now let's get back to airsoft. Right here is your stock. As usual, I'm going to do the stock from the butt plate and work my way up to the flash hider. Let me get a screwdriver real quick. G&G AKs, unlike Marui, the butt plates are in place with screws. So this is your battery compartment. It's very long. It's a longer stock than what would be on your traditional AKs, about an inch. And I find it more comfortable for me. It's a longer stock. And to be quite honest, this is like I would say this is an East German style stock. This is not a traditional AK 100 series stock. The traditional 100 series AK stocks, that is like what's on this Vector Arms AK, is a full stock, but it also folds to the side. For airsoft, it's better they do it this way, because then you can put a large battery. Put that AK back. Okay. Now it uses a large type battery. It's very easy to slide a battery inside and out. This is a version 3 gearbox gun, of course, like all AKs. And this is what makes the G&G the best AK manufacturer on the market, pretty much. There's realistic disassembly. Pop the dust cover off, recoil spring and guide, and you have the bolt. So if you want to train to take apart the real thing, but you don't have access to the real thing yet, G&Gs are good. Gas tube comes off. Forget it, I'm not going to take it off. It's a pain in the ass. Select your switches. Traditional AK, semi, full, semi, Magwell, stamped G&G armament. Now, G&Gs are a little finicky on the magazines they take. Some of them. The 103 and the 104 will take just about any magazine you put in. Now the RK-47, there's basic AK-47 on the other hand. The only mid-cap plastic that will fit in it and will feed properly, as far as I know, are King arms. I'm going to reassemble this AK. That's how easy a real steel AK is. Of course, I'm doing it through a viewfinder, so it's not as easy, but for me, is what it normally is. But there you go. Once again, if you're in the real world and you can't learn to take apart an AK and use it in 10 minutes or less, and you have to fight with it to live, and you can't do it, you don't deserve to live. In the real world, because it's so simple. Caveman simple. Okay. Pistol grip. It's pretty thick. Has to be thick for the motor, of course. It's thicker than a real AK grip, but it's okay. And you have your full-size handguard right here. A lot of people get used to the AKS-Us with the shorter barrel, and this handguard is a lot smaller on the Us, and it's not as comfortable for me, for a lot of shooters, especially because I got decent-sized hands. And of course your sights, standard AK notch, not the greatest sights, I know. Gun is pretty much is metal body, metal barrel, plastic grip, plastic stock. The stock feels completely different than any other AK stock I've messed with on the plastic. It's built really nice. G&G uses magnesium receivers for their AKs. They're not steel like real sword or LCT, but right here is your front, your barrel compensator, which, believe it or not, on a real gun, this compensator was specifically designed because it will run a real one. It will not function without this type of compensator. The barrel's a little bit longer than your standard U, and your post is different right here. The gas tube's a little bit different. It's got a full-length gas system. Pretty much full length. Let's compare it side by side. Just about full length of the full-size gun. So, and the cocking handle goes back almost as far as what a real one does. Now you may think the ICS, yeah, it does disassemble similarly to this one, but the bolt and all that aren't the regular spec. Shooting test. This is I believe this one is a G&G or Tokyo Mari standard. Shit, hang on. There we go. Magazine is in the weapon. Time to fire. Hold on. This selector switch is worn out a little bit, so to get it from semi to full, you got to take it down to safe. This happens on a lot of AKs over time. It's got a nice rate of fire. Good spring, good barrel, great gun from G&G. G&G does make one of the best some of the best AKs on the market. There's going to be some people out there that disagree, but right now, for the most part, every G&G AK is better than ICS. Classic Army, well, at least the side folder, full size 74, the true 74. That one is so mag specific, it's ridiculous. Mag brand 74 mags don't fit in it. I've only gotten high caps to fit in it. I've messed with just about every brand, but Kalash, SEMA, well actually if you count UTG it's about the same, but in Real Sword. I've messed with just about every other AK, and my buddy Kalash's owned just about every single brand of AK. Well, Big Boss here signing out with my review on the G&G AK 104. My favorite AK, fits me perfect, and I love I love how it looks. Also similar to the one used by Old Snake in Metal Gear 4, which is why I like it. Well, more reviews to